Hello everybody. So I gotta do a video today about this is gonna be a little odd, but this is Elsa's play date. We got it from a niece of ours who didn't care for it too much. So to give to us, I was gonna put it in my haunted house, which you've seen in previous videos. I have a doll room. It has a bunch of porcelain dolls and stuff in there. That's pretty creepy dolls and such. And we went to their house to babysit, and this doll was downstairs all by itself and stuff. And the little girl's 8 years old. She said I could have it. I looked her up online. She's Elsa's Playdate, and she's from $89 to $100 doll. Very expensive. I've seen it on Amazon, eBay, running in that neck of the woods. Very interesting, this doll. It's got some of the most articulated limbs I've seen for a doll. The knees turn sideways and everything. Her hips are very limber and everything. Very well constructed. But this was, this is Elsa from Frozen. Everybody's seen her. Face and the eyes are just really, really creepy. But she's not a, you would think that this is like kind of portrayed as a Disney princess, like all the Disney, and along with Snow White and Ariel and all those kind of ones, but she's not. She's not at all. There's a little button here that activates her. And
hi, I'm Elsa. There is a great power in each of us.
you see this?
Finding it is what we're meant to do.
And she has a whole bunch of really odd sayings.
My powers have been growing stronger, and if we pose my arms and wrists just right, I'll show you something incredible.
Now that is her arms. They there's little switches in here, and you'll see. You'll notice I get it to activate here. Your palms. Yeah, she's got like it's a snowflake, but it sure has a different kind of look to it, doesn't it? And her both arms, and they get it just right. This thing, so it actually does like these magic spells if you do the arms. And her hand got these stones in her arms, and you keep doing this and get them together at the same time. Plus her little switch in her wrist here that can turn this one on. This one too. So you're getting little girls to do these magic spells to your wrist, her hand. It's whoa. I'll do it in the dark one time anyway, so you can see it. If you get it just right, it'll do this really different spell here. Yeah, she does that off and on light. And yeah, it's very strange, and she says more sayings.
I finally know how to find the voice that's been calling me. Will you go with me? There is great power in each of us. Here we go. Into the unknown. I'm on a journey to find out why I have powers. Will you join me? I need to uncover the mysteries of the past. Let's do it together. Ata Holland is waiting for me. Let's go.
Octa Holland, I think she says. I'm not exactly sure.
I feel my powers growing every day. Do you feel them too?
Yeah, so I've turned.
Here we go.
She's not a Disney princess. She's not a Disney princess. She's a witch. That's what she is. She's like along with Maleficent and the Wicked Witch, or the fairy god, not the fairy godmother, but the witch of Cinderella, the stepmother. She's and
Hello, friend. Are you ready to go?
she has powers, and Disney princesses don't have powers, but this one she got powers because as you've seen, if you've seen Frozen, you know that she does this the power of a snowflake thing, and that's what these are on her arms. They're snowflakes beneath her skin. Really well done. This whole top portion, and it's in her hair too. With certain things, she it's like got fiber optics up in her hairline, so that when she does a certain spell, it like lights up. But it's definitely teaching. This is witchcraft for sure. Teaching them how to do these magic spells and stuff like that with for small girls. And this is not like I said, this is not a Disney princess like you think it was. She's kind of a hidden in disguise witch. Because only the witches have power in Disney movies. And
Hello, friend. Are you ready to go?
She keep talking. She has little pauses between her things to keep talking, whether you play with her or not. But as long as you keep her activated and keep moving her like that, she won't turn off. And after a certain time, she will, and then she says goodbye. But just turning her wrist, have this power thing. Both of her wrists do that. They turn. They're very articulated legs. Go up there like that kind of power shoots. So you can see how this is. This is. I mean, that looks a lot like a. It's supposed to be. It's a snowflake, but it has a very resembles something else, doesn't it? In the palm of your hand. Yeah, you can see that pentagram right there, pretty much. But yeah, the princesses and all Disney princesses are very normal. They're all the good beauty and whatever. But she, to me, she's disguised as a princess because she's a pretty and everything else. Usually they're Maleficent and such. They're really obviously the witches. But this one's disguised as a princess, but she's a witch. And so, if you get to think of getting this doll for your daughter, it's or another family member, children, it's a very expensive doll. It's 32 inches as height. I mean, it's really tall. She's, like I said, she says creepy stuff too. And she just turned off then. But yeah, she's like I said, I looked her up for her prices on there, and eBay and everything. They're just like as is, no boxing or nothing. She's from $89 to $100. Very expensive doll, and I mean the quality of her construction is quite well. Her all of her limbs are were some of the most jointed limbs I've seen in a doll, and her hips really are this hip bone for her movement on her hips. It just really, I mean, her legs just go every direction. You can't even pull that out of the socket. It's a very well constructed doll. I mean, the face is just completely, those eyes, maybe the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but the eyes are just, really scary, really creepy. Like I said, my little niece, she did not, she don't like this thing at all. She didn't like it at all. So if you're thinking about getting this, you spend $100, and this thing, it can give your, I don't know. I had to put it out of the room last night. It's going to go out my dollhouse, like I said, with all my creepy dolls out there, and it's going to fit right in because I got some real creepy ones in my haunted house. But I thought I'd do a video on this thing because, I realized as I was checking it out that, because you've seen Frozen, and everybody has, and you see Elsa, and she's just, all the little girls love Elsa and her sister, and there's all kinds of merchandise that goes with her, and they think she's just great. It's like kind of like but in all reality, she's not a princess. So she's a trick, and it's like typical Disney stuff. She's this is kind of got a little bit on the evil side. She's definitely a witch with her this star in her hand, or pentagram, but snowflake. But to me, the way that is done here, and it makes you want to you're doing these spells. I've got it to the point where if you keep
I'm Elsa. There is a great power in each of us. Finding it is what we're meant to do.
and if you manipulate her arms in certain ways, the spell will build up. Turn her wrist here, and it'll build up to a crescendo. Each one will do it. There's like, I don't know how many switches are in here that make it operate and do it the right way. And like you said, if you do both, she says that if you put both hands and stuff together, it should do something really special, which is and that's what if you get it to work properly, it'll activate her it activates all the little hair follicles, and like I said, it's fiber optics in its hair, so it makes it really look like she's glowing and has this power. And she's, you know, of course, if you've seen the cartoon, she shoots out, you know, frozen. She can do ice and stuff like that. You know, she really is. She's the Ice Queen. That's who she really is. This is like the, you know, the witch, the witch in the wardrobe thing. The Ice Queen. That's her. This is her.
Hello, friend. Are you ready to go?
They just like made her a younger version of her, and she's you know, kind of named a little differently, but that's essentially just what she is. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the Ice Queen. This is her. But they, you know, they disguised her as a Disney princess when she's really a witch, the Disney witch. And then, you know, they make still like typical Disney stuff. They're making, you know, they make a something for kids. That's, you know, this is, you know, she's got evil powers. You know, she can freeze you. She's freeze your heart, freeze your body. She's a witch. So don't be fooled by her looks and everything. She's not a in you know, in reality, this is probably teaching. This is, you know, this is teaching little girls about magic. This is what this is. It's teaching them about magic, and the way that they made it to manipulate your arms, and you're doing spells. You know, so she's got this power. And I haven't been able to get the full thing. I got it like one time to see. Yeah, it's got the sound, and I mean, it's like a firing sound too. If you get just right, it'll go boom, like it's firing the spell, you know. So I mean, and that palms light up, and you can't even see the hidden stuff in her arms, and you know, it's really hidden well. This top part of her is probably very expensive. That's why so much.
Powers have been growing stronger, and if we pose my arms and wrists just right, I'll show you something incredible.
See, you know, this is definitely
I'm on a journey to find out what.
This is definitely witchcraft. Is teaching children, teaching little kids. So you know, I don't know. If this is something you think you're just buying a little a cute little Elsa doll for your daughter or whatever, and be aware that this is not, Elsa's not a little cute little princess doll. She's definitely a dark witch, and she just
Hello,
she's the
friend.
Ice Queen.
Are you ready to go?
And my niece did not like this thing,
Holland is waiting for me.
and she said that
Let's
was
go.
Valhalla or something. I don't know what she says exactly, but she's not saying something odd for sure.
I need to uncover the mysteries of the past. Let's do it together. I feel my powers growing every day. Do you feel them too? There's an adventure out there. Do you want to come along? I finally know how to find the voice that's been calling me. Will you go with me? There is great power in each of us. Here we go. Into the unknown. I'm on a journey to find out why I have powers. Will you join me?
And also, I noticed about her, she's one hand has got nail polish on the fingernails, and the other hand doesn't, which I don't know what that's about. But she's got blue fingernail polish on this hand and none on this hand, no polish. So.
Hello, friend. Are you ready to go? I need to uncover the mysteries of the past. Let's do it together. Otta Holland is waiting for me.
Otta Holland, what she says. She's got like 10 different things, I think she says like that. There's 2 modes for her. One that just says, "Hi, I'm Elsa," and pretty much that's it. If it switches to other mode, she has all these other sayings.
I feel my powers growing every day. Do you feel them?
Yeah, that. Like I said, she's got a switch here in her wrist on both hands that activates that. Different things. Same as this one. And then there's switches all up in her arms, so that's what gets the whole to do this just right. I've got to do it one time, but got to really. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it gets there, but I mean, this thing will definitely, both of them light up, and when that does, her hair line lights up and stuff, because there's like fiber optics up in here, so it makes it look like she's all glowing. This dress kind of adds the effect of it, and I don't know, I was I was fascinated by how, how complicated this doll is, and I realized why it's worth they get $100 for it, because of the, whatever's fiber optics, everything that's in here that to make this do what it does. But it's just a very strange little doll. Not the kind of dolls I've used to, like my sister used to collect and everything. And probably the most.
Hello, friend. Are you ready to go?
But just the fact that it's so not Disney princess thing, that just made me just think, wow, it's such a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's definitely an evil witch is what she is. And so just be aware. You get this for your daughter. Remember, this thing is not what it's described as a princess, and it's not. So it's typical Disney stuff. Everything they do is just getting more and more dark in the way they
I'll see you on my next adventure.
the way that they do things is they hide this stuff, and they're more and more Disney products are just getting to be. Got to really pay attention to what they're with Disney, with their what they're doing with them children's stuff, and the messages that are getting through to children about negative stuff that's not happy and all. Like you think it is Disney. I don't trust nothing that they do. A lot of their stuff is just very dark, and and they've been doing it for years. We just have it's just all subliminal, hidden beneath the surface, just like this one. But she comes off as a princess, and they portray her as that one, but she's not. She's a witch. She's not a princess by any means. So very interesting. They disguise them. They're hiding them now, and they're making the witches all pretty and beautiful like her. And but yeah, she's dark, and just the look of her eyes are just something to that anime huge eyes thing is just very creepy as heck. Her eyes, they follow you all around, no matter where you look at it for her. So she's just got and she kind of has that. She has that Annabelle look, the doll Annabelle, that from that movie is very scary. She kind of has that look, the way her face is and everything. I mean, she stands on her own too. She's got flat feet. You can stand her up, and because of her joints, she'll just stand all on her own. So she's really balanced, really well made. But creepy factor 10 for sure. She's gonna fit right in my dollhouse out with my haunted house out there. So that's where she's gonna go and get her out at it here. But I thought I'd make a video about her just because I thought some parents might be interested. They're getting little girls like in Elsa and Frozen and all that, because it's all cute and happy, but there's a dark side to it, and be aware of what you got. So and you're gonna buy this is the most expensive doll in the merchandise for Elsa or for Frozen, and you spend $100 and you bring home a little witch, and so you might want to think about what you're doing with your children. I think that's about it for now. Just say bye to Elsa, and she's gonna go outside where she belongs in the haunted house with all her other creepy friends. Okay, thanks. Have a good day.